Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will be going to discuss the examples for calculation of TCS. So before that I will be going to brief the concept of TCS. So once, who is the seller? The seller would be whom in the previous financial year the turnover from sale of goods exceeds rupees 10 crores. So once his turnover exceeds rupees 10 crores, the TCS shall be applicable for that guy. While calculating the turnover, sale of goods and gross amount of services and GST on those to be included in the turnover definition. And coming to buyer. Who is the buyer? Buyer is the person from whom the sale consideration received exceeds rupees 50 lakhs in a financial year. So once in a financial year sale consideration received from a particular buyer exceeds rupees 50 lakhs, then TCS shall be collected from that buyer. So while considering the sale consideration, value of the goods and GST on those to be included while calculating the sale consideration. And coming to rate of TCS, in case of person not furnishing his PAN card or other card details, TCS shall be collected at the rate of 1%, and till 31st March 2021 TCS rate shall be 0.075%, and thereafter, from 1st April 2021 it is 0.1%. And modes of collection of TCS. TCS can be collected by issuing an invoice, by charging it in an invoice. Modes of collection. Coming to modes of collection. Modes of collection means how TCS can be collected. TCS can be collected by charging in the invoice, or by issuing a financial debit note. And now going to illustrations. Here in the first illustration, sales is made up to 30th September 2020 is 35 lakhs, and amount received till that date is 25 lakhs. Invoices raised from 1st October 2020. So sales from 1st October 2020 is 30 lakhs. So total on which value TCS shall be collected. Now total sales made till 30th September is 35 lakhs, and further sales from 1st October 2020 is 30 lakhs. So total sales is 65 lakhs, and till 50 lakhs TCS shall not be collected. So minus 50 lakhs. So amount on which TCS shall be collected is 35 plus 30 is 65 lakhs minus 50 lakhs, that is 15 lakhs. So amount of TCS to be collected on 15 lakhs will be 15 lakhs into 0.075%. Okay, next illustration 2. In this illustration, the total sales made till 30th September 2020 is 65 lakhs, and amount received till 30th September, so till that date is 30 lakhs, and invoices raised from 1st October. So further sales from 1st October is 20 lakhs. So while amount on which TCS to be collected is total sales till 30th September 2020 65 lakhs, and add further sales from 1st October 20 lakhs. Amount on which TCS shall not be collected is 50 lakhs threshold limit. We already had discussed that 50 lakhs limit. TCS shall be collected in excess of 50 lakhs. So I reduced this 50 lakhs from total sales. So amount on which TCS to be collected is 65 lakhs plus 20 lakhs is equal to 85 lakhs minus 50 lakhs is equal to 35 lakhs. So TCS to be collected is 35 lakhs into 0.075%. This TCS shall be collected only on the receipt of sale consultation. And next, going to illustration number 3. So in this illustration, observe this illustration very carefully. Sales made up to 30th September is 65 lakhs and amount received is 55 lakhs. So this has to be observed very carefully. And invoices from 1st October means further sales from 1st October is 20 lakhs. So TCS amount on which TCS shall be collected is total sales 65 lakhs till 30th September and further sales from 1st October is 20 lakhs minus here we have to reduce threshold limit of 50 lakhs, but in this illustration I will be reducing 55 lakhs because this amount 55 lakhs has been received till 30th September. Yes, this 206C subsection 1H section is applicable from 1st October 2020. TCS shall not be collected on the amount received before the 1st October 2020. Therefore, amount received till 30th September 2020 shall not be collected, shall not be leviable for TCS collection. So, amount received till 30th September shall be reduced. Therefore, 65 lakhs plus 20 lakhs is equal to 85 lakhs minus 55 lakhs. So, TCS shall be collected on 30 lakhs. Hope your doubts for TCS calculation has been solved, and if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section below. I will definitely answer, and my next video will be on clarification of some doubts in the TCS. Thank you. Thanks for watching.